just about ready to roll. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the White Sox. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit right there. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. And that misses. That's ball 2.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead. The tag.
No, he's in there safe.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Put a pretty good jolt in.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Polanco comes in to score.
Not
in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
On a line out towards center. And there's one down. So digging in, Addison Barger.
That's the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. On the warning track, and holds it in. Good take by Torres. Montgomery off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third, Mauricio. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Kodai Senga. What's the word on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And that one hammered. And that is foul. Here's the 0-1. That one fouled off. The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, Hill. On the move towards the line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Aaron Judge at the plate. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Judge takes a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or wet.
Got him swinging. In the air, right field. And that's the inning. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second, Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. May, the tall righty, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. 2-1 now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Ball 1.
Runner takes off. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hard liner. Reaching down and makes the grab. One out man at first. So up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. Runner on the go. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. This one in the air, center field. Church settles under it. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
There we go.
Swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. He did not go around.
Oh.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the zone.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A 2-run blast. So 2 down. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that one popped in the air, left field. Walker makes the catch, in and goes. We head to the bottom of the second. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the second. On the ground, right side. And he's out on the tag. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. And a foul ball. Foul ball. And the 0-2. Slice to right. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
There we go.
Swing. Appeal down to 3rd. And yes, he offered at it. The 0-1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That's towards center. Church on the move. And there's 1 away.
That's the ball. Nope. Ball 2.
Went with
That's
the
out the
sweeper,
corner.
but it misses. Swings through that one for strike 1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Gleyber Torres. On the ground to the left. Mauricio fires over to first. 3rd out. Back here in St. Louis and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ronnie Mauricio. In the air, right field. Barger on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Nathan Church, the next to hit, takes ball one. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner goes again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Man at second. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Runner on the move again. Swing and a miss. Out at third, and that ends the inning. Back here in St. Louis, on to the fourth. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air to left center. Church in and to his right, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's one down. First pitch misses. Here's a rocket out to left. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit. One out. Runner at second. Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Judge under it. And there's two away. Ohtani checks his swing, appeal to third, did not go. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And on second, two down. And ball four, two aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Polanco.
That's a ball.
In the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
There's the strike. Just missed. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 59, Soto.
There's the strike to the knees.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early. He really committed to that fastball pump at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets.
And he got him. Back here at Busch Stadium. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Michael Conforto. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Yoan. That's out to center field. Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Cardinals, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and Harvey Order coming up right behind him.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that's a foul ball. In the air, right field. And there's one down. One out man at first. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Jordan Walker.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on. And 2
Now
out.
pitching for the
Brett
White
Beatty.
Sox.
Next up. So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals. Ramon Urias looking for a big hit with 2 out runners at first and second. Outside low. Ball 1. Line shot into the gap should score at least 1. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run across. The relay, another comes in to score. It's a 2-run double, and they cut the lead to 2. Inning over. Back here in St. Louis, ready now for the 5th inning.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Chicago,
So up next for Chicago, Addison Barger. Up the middle. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Got it.
Was grounded out a couple of times. And a strike to Gleyber. Torres measures 5 feet 10 inches, 205 pounds, and he was born in
That's a
Venezuela.
ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Check swing went around. That is strike 2.
No.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That missed by a lot. Ball 3. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Pops
over the
over the
wall.
wall,
2 bases.
and that's an automatic double.
Now pitching
George
for the
Soriano
Cardinals.
will take over here.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. Leading off, Ronnie Mauricio. Fly to right his first time. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A 2-run shot, and we have a tie ball game. It's 4-4. Church in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
You know, these Cardinals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Go-ahead run on base, and here is Michael Conforto. Ground ball could be 2. Viento
On the
over
tag,
to
you're
second,
out.
and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Up
This
next
guy
for
with
the
light
Cardinals.
tempo. Fowler.
fielder, Aaron Judge. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 37, Anthony Bender.
This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Play made, that ends the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, all set for the top of the sixth. Brandon Valenzuela steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. That's in for a strike. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one ripped, but foul. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he did give in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield. And
Rudder takes off. This misses.
you got it.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one is absolutely belted. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. In the air to left center. Church has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jordan Walker.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
0-2 now. This one high in the air to left center. Acuna, long run into the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Misses the sweeper.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Barger takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Popped up. Bender. And the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Mark Vientos.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Ball.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 1 for 3. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. That's out number 2.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Derek Hill.
That one laced to center and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 out.
Now pitching for the
Switch hitting. So now a pinch hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Big spot for him here. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Brings it in, and that's the 3rd. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Caballero. Liner snagged at first. 1 pitch and 1 out. That one fouled off. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul.
That's a ball.
Ground ball right side. Torres handles. Throws to first in time. Michael Conforto will climb in. And it's fouled away.
No, that's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Safe at the plate. And they take a 3-run lead. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Jorge Polanco steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a base hit to left. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Grounder might be 2. It's in and out of his glove. Urias to second on to first, but he beats it. And a run scores. And now it's Mark Vientos.
Oh.
Rip, but it curls foul. And a 1-1. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He'll take a trot around the bases. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
this has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Next offering is fouled back. And a 3-1 on the way. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
Now
Pete Fairbanks taking over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And first offering is fouled off.
No, that's a ball.
Fairbanks measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder Derek Hill.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Kyle Teel up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. The 1-1. Line shot into the gap should score at least 1. 1 run is in. A second scores as well. Relay to third. He's in there.
Back-to-back base hits. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Nope, that's off the plate.
The big 6 spot already on the board this inning. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one in the air center field. Church settles underneath it. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Aaron Judge digs in now.
Whoa.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He did right there.
1-2 now. Swing and he breaks his back. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Acuna on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to well struck right field? That's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. On the ground right side. And it gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much.
Colson Montgomery. Now pitching for the Cardinals.
Now at the plate, Colson Montgomery. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fits? Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Here's the throw to the plate.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
1 down. 1 out, man. first.
Pinch hitting
So
for the
they're
White
making a
Sox,
move for a bat
number
off the
46,
bench. Wenzel
Wenzel
Perez. Runner on first and one down for him. Here's a high chopper, and that goes foul. The 0-2. And
That's
down
three.
on strikes. 2 gone. Here comes Gleyber Torres. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Lead runner around second.
Safe. He's in there.
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. Now the tag at third, and they got it. And that... Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ramon Urias. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Perez under this one. And a quick out, number 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And now the 0-1. Here's the tag, and he's out. 1 out left for the Cardinals. Ronnie Mauricio next up for the Cardinals.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss.